New year, new kitchenware with Caraway. Start your year off right with non-toxic kitchenware so you can ditch the chemicals and make healthier cooking a piece of cake. Caraway Home's non-toxic kitchenwares are all designed for the modern home and feature a chemical-free ceramic coating, so food can be prepared with peace of mind that no hard-to-pronounce compound will leach into your healthy ingredients. So visit carawayhome.com/ratchet or use code RATCHET at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and those who don't identify as either, you are listening to Ratchet and Respectable from Accra with Demetria L. Lucas. So obviously I'm back in Ghana. I got back a couple days ago and I hit the ground running. I've been trying to pull my life together because I go back to America in 2 days. I don't know what I was thinking. I pre-packed, or let me back up. I started packing up my house and started packing up my luggage before I left because I knew I had a short window from when I got back. And I thought I'd put a pretty good dent in it. But now that I'm trying to pack up everything, I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna need an extra suitcase. Which is better to find this out on Tuesday as opposed to find this out on Thursday when I leave. So all is not bad. But I'm having way more of an emotional reaction to packing up than I expected. I knew I didn't want to leave Ghana. I knew I wasn't quite ready to go home. When I booked the ticket, I thought I was. And in order to do South Africa, I'm actually going kind of later than I expected. But South Africa is in summer already. So the time frame that I'll be there, the seasons are actually going to change. It's not going to stay summer, which is fine. But yeah, I thought I was ready to leave Ghana. And then now that I'm leaving, I'm like, oh, I'm not quite ready to go just yet. I'll be back. I'm planning to come back in the fall unless I try to do this, live in each quadrant of the continent kind of thing. I'm still trying to figure out what that looks like. But yeah, I'm not ready to go, but I'm going. I'm having I'm having a farewell dinner tomorrow with a bunch of my friends. There's a restaurant up the street from my house and I pass it every day on my morning walk. And I always say, oh, I should go there. Oh, I should go there. Oh, I should go there. There's 20 restaurants I've said that about in Ghana that I never made it to in the 5 months that I've been here. In fairness, I was bouncing around the continent. I wasn't just in Accra full time, but still. But this one is a really cute place. And I figured the first time I go should be on my literally last night in Ghana, and I'll go with all of my friends. So I'm actually really excited about that. The Middle East was amazing. I've told y'all a million times before, I'd only done Dubai on a layover. Everything else I know about Dubai is from maybe 7 years ago. I feel like everyone and their mom was going to Dubai. And so when I finally got there, I recognized so many of the places from people's Instagram photos. But this time I tried to do a bunch of stuff that I'd not seen other people do. I really wanted to see Dubai is tourist central. So not to say I didn't want to do touristy things, but I didn't want to do the main touristy things. I wanted to do other stuff. But I had a really amazing time. Me and Will ran that city ragged. Qatar, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi. I could have done an extra couple of days in Abu Dhabi. I was only there for, 2 full days before I came back to Ghana. And I thought about staying longer, but I was like, I have to get back. I have to pack. But the Middle East, at least Qatar and the UAE, owe me nothing. I had an absolutely amazing time. There's so much that I saw, and then there's so much more that's yet to be seen. And after a while, I was trying to hit up so many different things. And I was like, you know what? I know I'll be back. So I don't need to do every single thing. That's kind of how I think about Ghana too. There's so many things that I wish I'd done. I didn't make it to Kumasi. Other people may feel the way, but I kind of feel like it's the heart of the country. I really wanted to see the Ashanti culture and I didn't get a chance to do that. There's a long list. I started making one on the plane on the way back. I couldn't go to sleep. The seats were so uncomfortable. Oh my God. That's my bad for not upgrading. I tried. It wasn't available. But I made this list of all the things that I want to do when I come back to Ghana. One of them, just very simple, and I might do this tomorrow. I want to have coffee on my balcony. When I found this place, I was really excited because I was like, oh, it has a little balcony. It's kind of like my place in LA and it's got little chairs. And I just want to sit outside in the mornings and enjoy the morning air, literally watch the sun come up and sip my coffee on the balcony. It was a thing that I planned to do. And in 5 months, I never did it. So maybe I'll get it done tomorrow. if not Thursday, my last night here, I'll be up at the crack of dawn to watch the sunrise. Yeah, little things. I'm really going to miss this place. Enough about Ghana, because I'll be on here crying in 2 seconds. We have good Black news. And so I follow Coleman Domingo, who is an excellent follow. In addition to his acting stuff and his life stuff, he's also what's the official title? Officiant? He marries people. That's what I'm trying to say. But he posts like the weddings that he does. Like he did Niecy Nash and Jessica's wedding. But he also did, like within the last couple of days or so, he did Anika Noni Rose. And let me look up this guy's name because I'm sure he's a very lovely man. As soon as I saw the picture, I had a visceral reaction. He's a really good actor. Jason Durden. You may not know his government name, but you know who he is. He was Basie Skanks on Greenleaf. The evil pastor, him. But he and Anika Noni Rose, apparently they've been dating for a while because they just got whole married. I'm looking at a picture of her in a beautiful wedding gown and then him in this like beautiful pink suit. They look lovely and gorgeous. I'm very happy for them. I had no idea they were dating whatsoever. I would do some mess like this, like debut somebody at the wedding. Not even like, oh, I'm engaged. Nope. You get debuted at the wedding. That's it. Didn't Issa Rae do that? We saw the new husband at the wedding and we ain't seen him since. There was an article. Did she do like the cover of Elle, the cover of, I can't remember what magazine it was. There was a cover that mentioned him right before she got married. And then like the wedding happened and we got pictures of him then and we ain't seen that man since. God bless him. God bless him. I hope she ain't got him like locked in the basement somewhere. I hope he's all right. I'm joking. Anika Noni Rose and her husband are real cute. He better do right by her. I love me some Anika Noni Rose. I mean, it started when she was a Disney princess, but she has a range that's unbelievable. Like the same woman that played a Disney princess played a stone cold killer on Power and was convincing as fuck. And I was like, really? You're like the Disney princess and like straight up fucking crazy. Range. Everyone doesn't have it. But congratulations to Anika Noni Rose and her new husband, Jason Durden. Oh, I guess we just go ahead and talk about Lori and Damson. I mean, it's not anything necessarily new, but I said last episode, until I see him on Lori's page, and people were like, he made it to stories. I was like, I want to see him on the main page. It's not real till it's the main page. Lo and behold, she took a couple days to post pictures from her birthday dinner. But when she did, and she looked lovely. There was an outfit change. She's just a gorgeous woman. But she was all booed up with Damson, had her arms thrown all around his neck. They cheesing up in the photos together. I was like, smile bigger. Smile bigger, Franklin, smile bigger. They look happy as fuck. Folks are really up in arms about this. How's she going to date him? He's an actor. She's a pass around. They're passing her around Hollywood. And I was like, I don't see it as a pass around. Like that's putting her in a very passive role, as if she's not an active participant on who she chooses to date. It's not like the men just snatch her up and be like, woman, here, you're with me now. Like she does get some say and determination in that. I don't know what people want. She's a 26-year-old woman who went through a breakup 6 months ago. Was the expectation that she'd never date again? And people were like, oh, well, she's putting her business out in the streets. She's not the one who posted her and Damson. Like, there were rumors about it, but she didn't post anything. He posted, I don't know if she won an award, or was it when she got the Essence cover, or she did an interview or something. Damson posted it, and it sort of added fuel to the fire that something was going on with them, because he really never posts anyone. And for her birthday, he posted a picture of them all booed up. Lori didn't post it. He posted it. And then I think he posted a picture of her on set at Snowfall. He posted that shit. He's the one that told everybody they were together, not Lori. After it was like a big story, then Lori was like, oh, here are pictures from my birthday dinner. But she's not the one putting it out there. Also, she's kind of a big deal right now. So people are tracking what she does. I don't know how she dates. Literally just goes out and about. Like, not even like call the paparazzi on herself. But like, the story about her and Damson from a few months ago was they went to dinner somewhere and someone saw them and was like, oh, I just saw Lori Harvey and Damson Idris at dinner. And that's how the whole thing got started. It wasn't because she was posting pictures of it. I don't know what people want the woman to do. Like, y'all don't want her to date? Y'all don't want her to date people outside the house. Y'all want her to Netflix and chill so nobody sees who she's dating. Y'all want her to date broke men, people that nobody knows. Why would she do that? The woman has access to the cream of the dating crop. I don't understand why y'all expect her not to take advantage of it. You wouldn't? Stop it. Stop it. I liked her and Michael B. Jordan together. You know I did. You know I did. Because I used to talk about them all the time. I thought they were the cutest and the sweetest. Things didn't work out. It's been 6 months. People are like, oh my God, she's moving on so soon. She want the woman to mourn forever? It's been 6 months. The same people who will talk about women not being married at a certain age are the same people that will talk about women moving on from breakups quickly. You want her to be married by a certain age, but you don't want her to date. You want her to take these long periods of mourning in between dating people, in between relationships. For why? I mean, it's one thing if you need to reset yourself and pull yourself together because you're an emotional wreck, like by all means. But if you good, go back out to the streets. See what else is out there. Lori went out. She found Damson Idris. Man ain't claimed nobody the whole time he been in Hollywood. We on, season 6 of Snowfall? I've been to events where he's been with a date. I saw him walking around with a woman at an event last March. Real cute girl. Tall. Clearly there was something because he brought her to an event. He really could have just rolled up solo or with his publicist and been fine. He brought the young lady out. Like, I mean, there might have been something to something, but he don't really post people on his Instagram. He don't really post on Instagram like that in general. I still ain't convinced that this isn't well-timed publicity. I'm not saying they also don't have something going on, but it's noticeable to me that literally, like, he announces he's dating Lori Harvey. 24 hours later, let's give it 48, but like literally 48 hours later, they released the trailer for the final season of Snowfall. You got the whole internet, not just black internet, because white people are invested in this too. You got the whole internet talking about you and who you're dating. And then right after that, you drop the trailer to the final season of your show. Sir, if you want ratings, just say that. We were all going to tune in anyway. You want to make sure we're aware that the new season is coming. That's fine. I'm invested. I've been invested for 5 seasons. I ain't going to leave you now. Franklin, crazy as shit. I can't wait till it comes out. I'm calling in all the favors over to FX. Like, hey, this is Demetria. So I'll be in town when it comes out. But I was like, I need at least the first 3-4 episodes. Thanks in advance, FX. I appreciate you very much. I love you. Other good black news. I have the MLK statue on here. I don't know if that's good black news. We'll talk about that in a second. Leslie Jones is headed to The Daily Show. It's just a week-long gig. She is not the replacement for Trevor Noah. She's going to hang out for a week and see how it goes. Now, I'll be honest, I did not have her on my bingo card as someone to replace Trevor, but I'm not mad at it. They haven't decided on a final host yet. There's been other people, Chelsea Handler, John Leguizamo, Sarah Silverman. I'm reading this on pbs.org of all things. The AP interviewed Leslie Jones. They asked what viewers can expect. And she said her trademark, some blunt and edgy humor. She says, quote, I'm not Jon Stewart. I'm not Trevor Noah. I'm Leslie Jones. So I'll be bringing that vulnerable honesty. She's going to be the stand-in host on Tuesday, that's tonight, Wednesday, and Thursday. Oh, okay. Wanda Sykes is also coming down the pipeline, as is D.L. Hughley. D.L. Hughley? Look, D.L. Hughley gets on my damn nerves. He really, really does. That said, he actually might be good for The Daily Show. He's not Trevor, he's not Jon Stewart, but he is D.L. Hughley. He actually might work. I could see Leslie Jones before I could see Wanda Sykes, and I'm just saying that based on Leslie Jones and her Olympic commentary. I could see it. D.L. Hughley, he gets on my nerves, but the man does have cultural commentary. I don't always agree, but he makes a strong opinion and people sit around and argue about it. He'll go viral for sure. It'd be good for ratings, I think. So I'm scrolling down in this article. AP asked her if she'd be interested in inheriting the host chair on a permanent basis. They described Jones as non-committal. She said, quote, I don't really want to answer that. New year, new kitchenware with Caraway. Start your year off right with non-toxic kitchenware so you can ditch the chemicals and make healthier cooking a piece of cake. Caraway Home's non-toxic kitchenwares are all designed for the modern home and feature a chemical-free ceramic coating, so food can be prepared with peace of mind that no hard-to-pronounce compound will leach into your healthy ingredients. Their internet-famous cookware set is a staple for any home and comes in multiple colors to fit with any design aesthetic. All sets come equipped with easy access storage solutions so that no stacking is required. Gone are the days of misplacing your lids, which is so necessary for people like me. With our exclusive discount, you can now save on the full suite of Caraway products, including food storage, tea kettle, and mini cookware. Visit carawayhome.com/ratchet to take advantage of this limited time offer for 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive for our listeners. So visit carawayhome.com/ratchet or use code ratchet at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern. If your New Year's goals are to manage your budget better and save money, you need Rocket Money. Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill, is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills, all in one place. Over 80% of people have subscriptions they forgot about, like that streaming service you bought to watch just one show on, or that free trial that you never even used. Rocket Money will quickly and easily identify your subscriptions for you, so you can stop paying for the ones you don't want. I love how easy Rocket Money makes it to save my money. Rocket Money makes canceling subscriptions as easy as a click of a button. Simply find the subscription you don't want and press cancel, and Rocket Money will cancel it for you. No more long hold times with customer service or tedious emailing back and forth. Over 3 million people have used Rocket Money, saving the average person up to $720 a year. I have lost so much money on subscriptions that I forgot about. Rocket Money makes it so easy to keep my money in my account. Stop throwing your money away. Cancel unwanted subscriptions and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/ratchet. That's rocketmoney.com/ratchet. rocketmoney.com/ratchet. Other good Black news this week, the Critics' Choice Awards. I obviously did not get a chance to watch them. I think I was traveling back when they came on. But plenty of my faves did win. Some folks that didn't win at the Golden Globes, Niecy Nash, Sheryl Lee Ralph, that means you. They did win at the Critics' Choice Awards. Angela Bassett, who won at the Golden Globes, won again at the Critics' Choice Awards. Quinta didn't win, but Abbott Elementary got 2 awards. And my fave, my longtime fave, Giancarlo Esposito. He's one of them people, like, you know when Michael Ealy appears on the screen, he about to ruin some Black woman's life? Giancarlo Esposito serves the same purpose, but in a business sense. Whenever you see him show up, you know whatever the organization is doing, he about to ruin that shit. He about to come in and interfere with whatever operations are going on and twist it so it works in his favor. He does it all the time. But I have loved him since he was Julian Big Brother Almighty in School Days. I love that dude. I'm glad to see him getting awards. Because for a long time, people always used to talk about he was underrated. Which, nobody wants to hear that shit when you're out here doing your thing. Like, people be like, oh, you're underrated. People mean it as a compliment, but it really doesn't come across as one. What I'm trying to say is good for him. I'm glad he won. Let's get into some of these wins. I'm scrolling through these pictures. I'm reading this on EW.com. They have the pictures of the winner. It's 3 Black people. Niecy, Giancarlo, and Miss Sheryl Lee Ralph. All looking amazing. Sheryl Lee Ralph in this gold. Honey. She looks amazing. Niecy in this ivory, too. She's just a well-shaped woman. I don't know if she bought it or she built it. I don't know what it is. She looks amazing is what I'm trying to say. I was on her Instagram page earlier. Jessica was looking amazing too. I don't mean no disrespect. I'm just pointing out that Jessica looked nice. I don't want no trouble, Niecy. I don't want no trouble. She don't play about Jess. They some happy people. I like seeing them. They look happy. They look like they're enjoying life. Niecy said the goal for her marriage, she said, I want to make love all over the world. All right, let's get into some of these wins. Angela Bassett, Best Supporting Actress for Wakanda Forever. When I was reading this article earlier, they made a note to say that the Golden Globes are voted on by the Hollywood Foreign Press. And the Critics' Choice Awards are literally from like the Critics' Choice, this is like the Critics' Choice Association. So they're not the same group, obviously, but they were pointing out that there's often overlap between the Golden Globes, the Critics' Choice, and sometimes with the Oscars. Unfortunately, winning the Critics' Choice or the Golden Globes is not a reliable predictor for who will win an Oscar. I only point this out because Angela Bassett has now won a Golden Globe and then a Critics' Choice Award. And then I'm like, does this mean there's a possibility she could win an Oscar? Is that a possibility? Is she nominated for an Oscar? Let's see. No, I don't think they've announced. As of today, the Oscar nominations are not out, but I do expect that Angela Bassett would be nominated. I mean, if she's racking up a Critics' Choice Award and a Golden Globe, it would be kind of weird if the Oscars just totally snubbed her, you know? Who else do we have on this list? And by who else, I mean, Black folks. Nothing against anybody else. I'm just, rooting for everybody Black. That's all. Oh, Best Costume Design and all the things that I've seen discussed about the Critics' Choice Awards in the last couple of days. Nobody mentioned the Ruth Carter. She got Best Costume Design for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Obviously, I love Black Panther like a billion other people. I love the look of it. But I loved the costuming for Black Panther too. Especially the funeral scene, like all those beautiful Black people in that white. We do good in white. And then Lupita showed up. I don't remember the name of the group, the tribe that her costume was inspired by. There's a guy in DC, he's a rapper, but he's also a photographer. And he did this, he went to visit a village and he took photos. And he had a display in DC, Tabby Boney. And I cannot remember the name of the group of people he visited or where they were. But when I saw Lupita on screen, I was like, oh, that's where it's from. Like I was easily able to identify it. I just cannot remember the name right now. God, it's driving me nuts. Do we have any other Black winners on here? I'm still scrolling through. Best Drama Series winner was Better Call Saul. That's Giancarlo Esposito's show. Best Actor in a Drama Series went to one of the actors from Better Call Saul. He beat out Sterling K. Brown. But you know how I feel about Randall on This Is Us. I still can't believe they took that show from us. They took the show from us. Also, Best Actress in a Drama Series. Mandy Moore was nominated, which she deserved that. She absolutely deserved that. However, the win went to Zendaya. I didn't realize Zendaya was just going by one name. I know everyone just always refers to her as Zendaya, but I always thought it was Zendaya something. But Zendaya only has one name on this list. She was the winner. She won for Best Actress for her role in Euphoria. We talked about Giancarlo Esposito, Best Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. I guess if he's a supporting actor, he's not, it's not his show. As far as I'm concerned, it's his show. He's the star. I said what I said. And then Best Comedy Series, Abbott Elementary. They've been racking it up. I've still not watched a single episode. I'm so proud of the whole cast. Like, I root for everybody Black. I just have never watched the episode. I saw it's on Hulu, I guess the first 2 seasons. And I was like, can I download that to watch on the plane home? It's 11 hours. And then Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series, Cheryl Lee Ralph, who, again, looked fucking amazing in that Gold. I don't know if she got a new team or... And I don't mean that as in like she looked bad before and then all of a sudden she looks good. Like, no, she's always looked good, but she's gone from like good at an 8.5 to like good at a 12. Like, she looks amazing. Same thing for Quinta. She looked like the checks done hit. She looks like the checks hit. I'm not mad at her. She did exactly what she's supposed to do when you get good money. Sis glowed up. I'm not mad at her. Her last couple looks at award shows, she's looked amazing. Good for you, sis. Good for you, sis. We could see the checks are clearing. She looked like money. Good for her. I'm so happy for her. I really am. I think that's everybody. I'm scrolling through just in case. Oh, damn it, I'm glad I kept scrolling. Best Supporting Actress in a Limited Series or Movie Made for Television. Niecy Nash Betts for Dahmer. Still haven't watched it. I'm going to watch it in daylight. I don't know when that's going to happen. But she won. I wanted her to win a Golden Globe as well. I'll take the Critics' Choice Award. I'm glad to see her getting her just due. She has been in this industry forever and a day. Like, I remember Niecy Nash, which I'm sure everyone does, when she used to wear the little rose behind her ear. Every time you see her in public, like that was her thing. She always had a rose. But she's gone from, comedic fodder to, these serious dramas. I didn't know she had it in her, but evidently, she does. Okay, I'm down at the end of the list. That's all the winners. Good for all the winners, everyone of all colors, but especially the blacks. We don't always get celebrated, so when we do, we have to make it extra special and call it out. I don't want people to think I'm being racist. It's just, it can be hard to get a win sometimes. Thrive Market is my go-to for all my grocery and household essentials. And the convenience of getting it all quickly shipped to my doorstep is a huge time saver. They have all of my favorite organic brands like Kind and Khalifa Farms. And as a Thrive Market member, I can save money on every single order. On average, I save over 30% each time. And over the course of a year, I can shop weekly and save $1,500. On top of the massive savings on each order, Thrive Market has a deals page that changes daily, gives me cash back on so many brands, and they have a price match guarantee. Not only does Thrive Market save me money, but they also save me time. I love the filters on their website or app. They have over 70. Whether you're looking for certified gluten-free snacks or non-toxic cleaning essentials, you can curate your own shopping experience with the click of a button. I also love how easy they make it to shop for your dietary restrictions. When you join Thrive Market, you are also helping a family in need with their 1-for-1 membership matching program. You join, they give. Join Thrive Market today and get 30% off your first order, plus a free $60 gift. Go to thrivemarket.com/ratchet for 30% off your first order, plus a free $60 gift. That's THRIVE market.com/ratchet. thrivemarket.com/ratchet. Fitness isn't a fad, it's a journey. And no one knows that better than Peloton, which has become an essential part of my fitness journey. Between the convenience and the motivation, it gets no better. Peloton offers thousands of on-demand classes available 24/7. That means you can work out whenever and wherever it's convenient for you. Peloton instructors have a variety of training backgrounds and styles of motivation that work for people of all fitness levels. They can get you moving, whether that's a quick ride on the bike, a hike on the tread, or a full body boot camp on the row. And what I love most about Peloton, the variety. Everyone knows that Peloton makes bikes, but they are so much more than that. They also make treadmills that adjust your speed and incline automatically, so you never have to break your stride, and rowers that give you feedback on your form. They also have the promo you've been waiting for. Right now, get $500 off Peloton bike or tread packages, or $250 off Peloton row packages. Choose the package that will take your training to the next level with accessories like a heart rate band, non-slip grip dumbbells, cycling shoes, and more. All access membership separate. Offer ends January 8th, 2023. Excludes bike, bike plus, tread, and row basics. See additional terms on onepeloton.com. Duchesses are known for their youth, beauty, and most of all, coloring within the lines. But a few have come along that broke the mold and in the process threatened the British crown like no one before. Even the Rich is a podcast from Wondery that tells the jaw-dropping stories about the tumultuous lives of the world's elite. This special 2-part season, From Wallace to Camilla, explores 2 royal women who went against the grain, fell in love, and sent the British public into a tailspin. But when you're reviled by the press and scorned by the royal family, a fairy tale ending doesn't come so easy. Learn all about how Wallace Simpson and Camilla Parker Bowles each fell in love with a Prince of Wales, then became the villains in their own story. But while Wallace's story ends in disaster, Camilla finally gets her fairy tale ending. I absolutely love Even the Rich. I think I know the details to a story, and then I listened to this pod and realized I knew nothing at all. It's a must listen. Follow Even the Rich on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, or listen early and ad-free by joining Wondery Plus in Apple Podcasts or the Wondery app. We don't have a lot of stuff on this list today. Oh, Andre Leon Talley. I don't know if this counts as good news. I was actually a little disturbed when I saw it, to be quite honest with you. I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw... my friend had posted it. It was an advertisement for Christie's. They are putting up Andre Leon Talley's estate for auction. And it's going to be auctioned in 3 different cities, one of them being Paris. There was a really great article about it on Town and Country. That's what I'm trying to pull up right now. Andre, is it Leon or Leon? You know, black people be getting fancy sometimes. Okay, I just found it. Talley's belongings will head to auction at Christie's in a series of live and online auctions. So if you're interested and you have ends and dividends, the auction begins on January 27th. The estate sale is estimated to achieve $725,000 and will benefit causes ALT supported throughout his life, including the Abyssinian Baptist Church in New York and the Mount Sinai Baptist Church in North Carolina. Town and Country notes a few standout pieces of the sale. It includes 3 pieces by Andy Warhol. There's also a navy Chanel cape made out of silk. There's a pair of Chanel glass and gilt metal cuff bracelets. And then also, and they make this whole issue of this, Andre's collection of Louis Vuitton trunks. They interviewed the international head of handbags. I didn't know that was a job. The international head of handbags at Christie's. She says Andre Leon Talley was a fervent student of fashion, luxury, and French culture. She says not only do these trunks exemplify this, but they were also constant fixtures throughout his life. His collection developed as he developed within the fashion industry. These trunks are actually quite beautiful. They've got pictures. There's a set of 3 personalized brown monogram trunks with Talley's initials. Apparently, Marc Jacobs, when he was over at Louis Vuitton, he gifted a set of trunks. He gifted a set of trunks to Talley. They're black and free of monograms, and Talley treasured them so much that he never even used them to travel. The article includes a story from 2013. They say Talley was in a car crash during Couture Week. According to the autobiography, his first worry was whether or not his Louis Vuitton luggage was okay. Oh, sir. The head of handbags says again, quote, "You can see how these trunks and Louis Vuitton in general were constant companions throughout his decades of contributing and changing the fashion industry." Alongside the Vuitton trunks, there's a set of Prada luggage gifted by the creative director of Prada, who was also a longtime friend of Talley. So they're going to do the sale in 3 different cities. Remember I was saying one of them was Paris? It's also going to be Palm Beach, and then Paris, and then New York. Christie's deputy chairwoman, she says of Talley that he was a creative genius, a force for change, and an individual who savored beauty and luxury in all forms. This just reads to me like he didn't have a will, which, you know, and not that I know Andre Leon Talley. I watched the man's documentary and think I know his life. I don't know. I just kind of think he might not have wanted his things to be left up to auction. I do think he would want to take care of his churches, but I don't know. Ain't nothing to be done about it now. I mean, he's gone on to see the king and the auction is happening. This luggage is quite beautiful. I'm not like the biggest luggage person. I just need it to be durable. I don't really care what the name brand is. This is some beautiful luggage. Like this Prada luggage is gorgeous. It's worth going on the Town and Country site just to see this luggage. I'm just saying. Last but not least, we need to talk about this Martin Luther King statue that they just put up in Boston. They announced it yesterday to honor Martin Luther King's birthday. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? It's supposed to be, there's a very famous photo of MLK hugging Coretta right after he receives the Nobel Peace Prize. They're just like in a very warm embrace. He's got a big smile on his face. She's clearly very happy for him. It's a nice moment. It's a nice moment for the couple. So a conceptual artist, his name is Hank Willis Thomas. He's based in Brooklyn. He created a statue of this moment of their embrace. He took out the head, he took out the torso, and it's just their arms. The statue is just their arms wrapped around each other. If you look at it from the right, quote unquote, right, correct angle, it kind of makes sense. If you can see that it's an embrace. And that's what I think the statue, and that's what the statue is called. It's called the Embrace. It's 20 feet tall, 40 feet wide. I'm reading this on CNN. So when you look at the picture of MLK and Mrs. King, it's side by side with the statue. It doesn't look crazy. But once you remove the context, when you're not just looking at the picture and you're just looking at the statue, it looks like various, not pornographic, sexual. It looks like various sexual things. And I've seen people say it looks like a penis. I don't really see the penis in it. If you have not seen this statue, it looks to me like a head buried between somebody's legs. The assumption being that a sexual act is being performed. I'm sure that was not the intent, but it's what it looks like. And I'm not the only person that thinks it. Like, there's tons of articles, just when I was pulling this up, there's tons of articles that reference, like even CNN I'm reading, some people described it as hideous or disrespectful, this is a quote, while others posted memes and said it resembled a sex act. Seneca Scott, who's a cousin of Coretta Scott King, told CNN the statue was insulting to his family. He previously described it, I think this was in an interview he did with the New York Post, as, quote, a masturbatory metal homage. I'm sorry. He said this in Compact Magazine. He described the statue as, quote, a masturbatory mental homage. He continued. He said, quote, if you look at it from all angles, and it's probably two people hugging each other, it's four hands. It's not the missing heads that's the atrocity that other people clamp onto that. It's a stump that looks like a penis. That's a joke. Martin Luther King III, I think I read that he signed off on the statue. The statue was done with the King family's blessing. He said on Monday, he was grateful to be able to see a statue representing his parents' love story and their partnership. I believe they met in Boston, hence the statue being in Boston. He noted that while some people have negative opinions about the monument, he told CNN's Don Lemon that he liked it. He said, quote, I think that's a huge representation of bringing people together. I think the artist did a great job. I'm satisfied. Yeah, it didn't have my mom and dad's images, but it represents something that brings people together. And in this time, day and age, when there's so much division, we need symbols that talk about bringing us together. Oral sex is one way to bring people together. I mean, it's very intimate togetherness. I don't like to think of the Kings as such. You know, they were married forever. They had a bunch of kids, at least 4. I don't like that talk. I don't like that image. That's not what I want to think of when I think of that's not what I think of. That's not what I want to think of when I think of Martin Luther King and Mrs. King. That's not the image and the visuals I would like to have in my head. I don't understand why they couldn't just do like the whole upper body. Like just the embrace. Like I get it. Like the arms are showing an embrace. Like there had to be another way to do this because it's not nice. It's just not nice. And one of my favorite artists And I've seen so many artists speak up and stand. I've seen so many artists, Black artists especially, stand up for the artists who created, the piece. Like, you know, they're like, it's art, it's interpretation, and, you know, people just don't get it. And, you know, basically people are dumb if they don't understand what's happening. Like, I feel you. Like, as an artist, different medium. As an artist, I'm sensitive about my shit. I would really love to be contrary right now and get real, like, uppity and shit and be like, people just don't get it. They don't have an understanding of fine arts and sculpture and, you know, talk about layers and meanings and perspectives and all that shit. It's just, it's not a strong statue. I'm trying to be nicer in 2023. This ain't it. But I'm trying to be nice about it because I remember in my early years as an editor, you know, people submit their proposals. They're sometimes full manuscripts, and we would have to read them and, you know, accept, reject, and explain, you know, our reasoning, especially when you reject it. I remember I wrote a rejection letter, and the author was really upset and reported it to my boss. And in retrospect, I was honest, but I was probably a little more blunt than I should have been. And my boss said to me at the time, and she was like, you know, just understand. She was like, nobody spends hours, days, weeks, months, years writing a bad manuscript. Like, everybody is doing their best. It might not be up to standard. It might not be publishable. It might not be good. But everyone who's, you know, put their heart into something, that spent time on something, did the best that they could under whatever circumstances that they had. Try sometimes to keep that in mind, that this gentleman, Hank, he made the statue and he thought he was doing something like really great and positive and strong. And surely he thought it would be mostly well received. There are some people that do things just strictly for controversy. I don't think as a Black person, you create something about Martin Luther King, of all people in America, no less, to disparage him or cause mockery of him or something like that. I don't think he intended to, like, you know, screw this up as bad as he did. So it's just not good. It's not. All right. That's the episode for this week. I'm sure there's more, but honest to God, I've been packing up this house. I haven't been in my phone like I usually am. I'll be back on it next week. I just got to get back to America and, like, with all of my shit. I don't know what possessed me to try to throw a dinner party for 10 people the day before I left the country, knowing that I wasn't packed. This will not be going down in my list of brightest ideas. An idea, yes. The brightest? I think not. All right. I'll be back. Likely Thursday. I'm not promising you that, but I'll be back. Definitely Tuesday. All right. Bye.